Chapter 19. Shri Sadguru said, unquestionable loving devotions is the only device helping in the effort of to reach Sri Bhagavan, the spouse of Goddess Lakshmi, and have his darshan. Sri Hari ignores one who does not have such a dedicated prem. If blemishless love for Sri Krishna is not present in one's heart, what use then he has of education, penance, wealth, and men supporting him? If one has longing to see the divine countenance of Sri Krishna, he should nurture untold prem for him, giving up the pride of high birth, prestige, wealth, and his people. Only prema bhakti that grows every second and becomes more and more intense and lustrous due to agony of separation from the Lord will grant the boon of union with Sri Krishna. He who spreads each second of his life on this earth, suffering the pain and grief of his separation from Sri Krishna, is the only fortunate person. There was a Brahmana named Krishna Sharma in a place near Pandaripuram. He was a very great yet stingy man. He was lustful and had a very hot temperament. He was so miserly that he would starve the next day if he had a dream of gifting food to others this day. His wife was named Sakhidevi. She was having a very good conduct. She was generous, philanthropic, and compassionate. From her childhood, she had developed deep prema bhakti towards Lord Vittala. She was always engaged in serving Sri Krishna. Sometimes she would engage in meditating upon Sri Govinda. Sometimes she would sing in praise of him. At times she would dance, laugh, cry, or feel happy incessantly thinking about him. Watching this particular behavior, Krishna Sharma thought that she was under the spell of some evil spirit. He did not realize the fact that Sakubai had such a deep devotion to Sri Panduranga. Her mother-in-law also had the same idea. She was torturing Sakubai, compelling her to do a lot of work at home daily. She used to scold her and beat her badly. But Sakubai was unintermittently thinking of Sri Panduranga even while she was engaged in different jobs like milking the cow, removing the hay from the corn, sweeping the floor, cleaning the house, cooking and serving food to the family members. One day she went to the pond to fetch water, meditating upon Sri Panduranga. Unexpectedly, she met some Vaishnava pilgrims who were going to Pandaripur. Totally oblivious of herself, she joined them and went towards Pandaripuram. When he heard of this, Krishna Sharma chased her. Catching hold of her on the way to Pandaripuram, he beat her with great anger and brought her home. Sakubai was tied to a pillar at home and was beaten heartlessly by her husband, mother-in-law, and sister-in-law. She wept bitterly with pain and grief. Sakubai lamented, Hey Krishna, Lord of Rukmini, consort of Devi Radha, O Lord, the mate of gopis, Govinda, spouse of Devi Satyabhama, Madhava, Pandarinatha, O rescuer of Panchali, O the one who carried the divine sport on the bank of river Yamuna, son of Yashoda, please save me. I am ignorant of the worldly code. I do not know the Shastras either, yet I am caught in the net of family life and am in distress. O treasure chest of compassion, please lift me, your devotee, up to your holy feet from the sea of earthly sorrows into which I have fallen. I surrender to you completely. What use do objects like home and wealth and the husband and the righteous code have for me? I long to see only you, my beloved. Sri Sadguru continued. The devotee of Sri Hari, Sakubai, was thus lamenting while she remained tied to a pillar at home. At night, somehow she freed herself and left for Pandaripuram with the yearning to see Lord Panduranga. At that time, the merciful Lord Panduranga assumed the disguise of Sakubai and was seen bound to the pillar. Sri Krishna Sharma sympathized with her and hence released her. Fondling her with great love, he consoled her. He went on attending She went on attending to household chores and as wished by him. Her mother-in-law and sister-in-law also treated her very kindly. The supreme being capable of bewitching the whole world, coming in disguise of Sakkubai, was alluring her husband too. In the meantime, Sakkubai reached Pandaripuram and had the darshan of Sri Panduranga. She saw Panduranga having his hands on his hips, wearing a gem of Kaustuba, having a lustrous complexion of black rain-bearing clouds, and with eyes as charming as the lotus flowers. With unsurpassed love and grief of separation, suffered for such a long time, she encircled his feet with her hands and died. Leaving behind the cage of her body, she reached him. The Vaishnavas were very much excited with the divine joy to see her unshakable devotion, and they all appreciated her, saying that hers was the best of all achievements. A Bhagavata who came to the place of Sakkubai narrated this story with sorrow to Krishna Sharma. Having listened to it, Krishna Sharma plunged into deep thinking, and at last he went inside his house to see Sakkubai, who was present there. Meanwhile, Sri Pandarinatha, who was present there in the form of Sakkubai, had vanished. Seeing her not there, Krishna Sharma was astounded. He realized the depth of Sakkubai's prema bhakti and the glory of Sri Vittala. Pondering on them and thinking of his own misfortune, he felt very sad and cried. Sakkubai, who was endowed with true Gopi Prem, got rid of the earthly life and the cycle of births and deaths. She attained Sri Vittala and experienced divine bliss eternally. Thus ends chapter 19, entitled Sakhidevi Charitam of Book 8 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.